Hey you. Yeah, you. Smile. Hi friend, you're listening to Marysaystosmile, the podcast I hope you get something out of. Whether it's a smile, laugh, or learning something about whatever it is we're talking about. Hi everybody, it's your girl Mary, and today I have
Zoe!
Yay! I think this is like literally your second episode on the podcast, even though this was supposed to be, I think, like your third or fourth episode.
Oh yeah, I guess with just us, because there was the council.
There was the council episode.
Hi.
Yes. It's just because we filmed an episode, but we didn't have the speaker or like the microphone like set up. So the quality was just not as good.
It was crunchy.
It was far. So, yes. Thank you for being here, 20.
Thanks for having me, 20.
Yes. Okay. So, today's topic is going to be reality TV. Reality shows. Reality.
What is reality?
Honestly. How would you define reality TV?
I would define reality television as anything that is marketed as reality. Because, I mean, is there really truly anything that is reality television? Everything's produced.
You're so right. I'm not gonna lie. I thought like the TV shows or like the reality TV where it followed families, like low-key the Kardashians and like other fams, I kind of thought it was just like a camera crew following them, honestly. But
like
then
Jerry Springer.
just like, all right, guys, just do your day normal and don't mind us. We're just here to follow you. But then like I see things where they're like, oh yeah, this was planned, and then like you have to do this and this, and I was like, you mean they don't just set up in your house? So yeah, but marketed as reality TV.
Hi. What about you?
Yes. I don't know. I always just thought reality TV show was just like unscripted.
Mm-hmm.
Unscripted and just following people and just getting their real-time reactions, I guess, low-key. Yeah.
I think that most reality television, there is an element of being unscripted. It's more so like the final product. Like maybe they'll take a snippet from week 1 and play it in week 5 to make it seem like this person is being shady.
Right.
Even though it's taken out of context. So I think in that aspect, it has a lot to do with the reality that the people, contestants, whatever, are living in. But it's more so just like, what can they produce? What storylines? What quote-unquote characters are interesting to viewers? And how can they make it more marketable for these viewers to continue to come back?
Right. Okay. So I have you here today for this particular topic because I know we have both expressed a love for reality TV.
A want.
We love it. We watch it. Like, it's not just like, oh, I've seen an episode. It's like, oh yeah, I've seen the seasons.
Oh, but we aspire to live it as well.
That is, I know. Sometimes I tell people, like, I would be on a reality TV show, and they're like, I would never. And I'm like, well, there's two kinds of people.
Yes.
So what are some of the reality TV shows that you enjoy watching?
Okay. Number 1 on the reality television list is RuPaul's Drag Race.
Period.
In all its forms, in all its countries, RuPaul's Drag Race, mwah, chef's kiss. I also love MTV's The Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like the Olympics.
Right.
But with Big Brother,
Mm-hmm.
like mind games and just having to build alliances and stuff like that. And with that, I love Big Brother and kind of just like those primetime shows, as in Survivor, The Amazing Race, those kinds of things. I do like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians and stuff like that. But I more so like it when it's people competing for millions of dollars.
Okay, I was getting that vibe from you. You're just like, give me the competition.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me see the people who will do whatever it takes to win versus people who are like, let's just be friends. Who cares who wins?
Yes.
Because you think about which person would you be if put in that situation.
This is true. Okay, wait, side note. So speaking of RuPaul's Drag Race, I freaking love Anne Hathaway, that actress. So I follow her on Instagram, and she posted a screenshot of her mom was like, Anne, I hear you're going to be on RuPaul's Drag Race. Are you? Because, oh my gosh, he's so great. And then Anne Hathaway's just like, do you have a crush on RuPaul? And her mom's just like, I just respect him so much. And then Anne was like, Anne hath a slay. And I was like, even more respect for her. Like, just when I thought I couldn't love her anymore, Anne hath a slay.
Hi.
She's so good. But anyways, so I really, like, growing up, I would just binge. And I feel like now when I even take photos, I think about it a lot, is America's Next Top Model with Tyra Banks.
That's a classic.
Because also just seeing those girls and how crazy they were, like some of them, I'm just like, women. But then also like stemming off of that, like Bad Girls Club.
Oh my god, okay, yes.
Okay, if you don't know what Bad Girls Club is, you're too young.
Oxygen.
Like, too young. Bad Girls Club. I always was like, I would love to be on Bad Girls Club, but I also know that I would never get any airtime because I would probably just sit there and be like, yes, fight them.
No, but they had people like that. Yeah. And then those were the ones that would get beat up because they weren't there to fight.
I know. No. They're just the ones that are like, don't do, I'll hold you back. I'll hold your purse.
Yes, the juxtaposition of that was really interesting because they would always play around Snapped.
Yeah.
Do you remember that show?
Yeah.
And it was just like, let's look at these murderers. And now cut to these gangsters.
Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I love also just reality TV shows that are centered around low-key rich families, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But also I was super, super into Meet the Chrisleys for a hot minute because they were just so like low-key ridiculous and funny. But then at the end of the day, love each other, which is what I'm there for. But also just rich people problems are so funny to me.
But those are the problems we aspire to have,
I think. Just like not even first world problems, rich people problems. Just so much, so extra. But yes.
Anything else?
Oh, Project Runway.
Oh, yeah. Make it work.
Tim Gunn. Heidi Klum. When they lost Heidi Klum, I was just like, I'm kind of sad. I'm not even gonna lie. And like the OG judges of like Nino Garcia and
Michael Kors.
I thought it was funny because growing up I was like, who's that old guy, whatever. And then now I'm just like, I have
sporting like MK.
I just love his purse. It's MK all day. Like, I love him. He's classy AF. But yes,
that's so hilarious. Well, did you watch their new show? It's called like Thread Up or something. It's with Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn.
Yes.
And they basically just have their own show.
They're just iconic. I always hate, though, when they do the teen versions of shows, because I'm like, I get it. I'm old and I have no idea what I'm doing. Like,
I love that teen season of Project Runway. I was like, yes, that's the sis I wanted to win.
Work. Or even like when they do kids cooking shows, and I'm like, wow, okay, 12-year-old gourmet chef, please come to my house and cook for me.
You see the humanized side of Gordon Ramsay.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy to see that. I love when people put clips side by side of like him yelling at a whole human being and then him going, sweetie, why are you crying?
It's
okay. Let's work on it. And I'm just like, there's two sides to people, always.
Correct.
You just gotta be a certain person to unlock that side of them.
Absolutely.
So would you say there's a certain aspect of reality TV that just you're drawn to and that's why you watch so much of it?
Yes, I like the aspect of confessionals,
Ooh.
Floating heads, people really trying to explain from their perspective, because I think it's really interesting when there's two people in a situation, you cut to this person's floating head and they're having one completely different version of what happened than their other person who also has a confessional like 5 seconds later. It's so crazy ridiculous to me, and I guess that goes with the drama.
Word.
Drama.
The tea.
Yes, and that's also why I think I like Modern Family. And Parks and Rec. They have the same format. I don't know about The Office. Don't drag me for that.
Yes. It's like a TV show trying to be a reality TV show.
Yes. Respect.
Yes. I love the confessionals where it's like, I never did that. And then right after it shows a clip of them doing it. And it's like, sis, there was literal cameras. Like,
there's
don't
receipts.
even. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Dance Moms.
I forgot that. Well, yeah, I was like, is that?
I consider it reality TV.
Word.
I don't know why, but a lot of the clips have been on my Instagram Explore feed, and I always watch them like, I forgot that happened.
Christy is on my TikTok.
Oh, Chloe's mom.
Yes.
Did you see the one of Chloe and Paige's mom where they're saying each other's lines from the show?
Yes.
Iconic.
It's just us two bitches.
Yes. But yes.
What do you like about reality television?
So, okay, I do really enjoy the drama because also I really enjoyed reality TV shows, especially when I was a teenager, because it made me feel more normal.
Word.
Like, okay, there's adults having drama as well. So I feel like it's not too out of place or whatever.
Even though the world tries to tell you it is.
I know. I was just like, people just have drama. That's how it is. Unfortunately, like even when you try to escape it, sometimes just pulls you in. So just seeing people have, or even more exaggerated drama than my life, it just made me feel better. But also, it's just interesting to see how people live and their reactions and just their thoughts, feelings, whatever.
Absolutely.
So I just think that's so fascinating. But also, like, I just really love learning about people. So just seeing all these different types and then, yeah, just I love people's reactions. Like, how would I have reacted if someone threw a glass of wine in my face and called me a hoe? Like, you know, or how would I feel if when I was on this sewing competition and someone took all my shit and then I was like almost forced to lose, but I whooped it out.
Yeah. So like, who would your character be? Would you be the underdog? The antagonist?
Right?
The villain?
Okay, so speaking of, would you be on reality TV?
I would. Okay, I say I would love to be on reality television, but it really depends what reality television show.
Yes.
And how much they're asking of you personally. I was listening to this podcast about one of the challenge producers talking about how it's really difficult to work with people who don't want to open up fully, who aren't willing to just like sit there and cry with you.
Yeah.
And we do that really easily.
We do.
Absolutely. But we have like that rapport. As the introvert that I am, I don't actually know if I would be able to do that.
With strangers.
For millions of people to later watch.
Oh, and critique.
And yes, like fandoms can be great.
Ooh.
Also really toxic.
Really toxic. The haters hate.
Yeah, with a So, yeah, I don't know if I could handle those pressures. Like, it would be great to just think that I would be famous and wonderful and liked by everyone, but let's be real.
I know, because I feel like I also say I would love to be on reality TV show. I mean, I think I would, but I think a lot of the times I'm going to be like, okay, if I act this way, how do I think the world is going to take this? And then it's like, am I actually going to be myself?
Yeah.
Or, you know, but then I don't know. I want to say I would try to be that character because I try to be this character in real life, which is like try to be friends with everyone. But then in the confessionals, they're going to be like, how do you really feel? And then I'm like, oh, she's going to be the bitch. Like, people going to be like, this bitch is two-faced.
Hello.
I don't know, you know? So we'll just see. But
I feel like if you were on a show, you would very much have the underdog arc because you're just really sweet. And then but you do have deep-seated emotions, and then it just takes a while for it to come out. And once it does, people are like, "Whoa, she's not fucking around."
Thank you. You
know, yeah.
Twinnie, I just feel like you're the ace. You just come off strong because you are strong, and you just kill it. You know what I mean?
And that often rubs people the wrong way.
I think it's just because people aren't as confident as you, and they are just jealous. Jealous with a capital J. You know what I mean? And so when you just are that confident and that sure, but the thing is, you don't just talk the talk. You can walk the walk. There's a lot of people that are like, I am so great, and then they do it and it's a flop. But you are great and you just do it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I do think we would be great together. Like, if we did a show as a duo, I think it would be really interesting.
I'm convinced we need to go on Amazing Race. Even if we, like, lost halfway through the season, they would bring us back on a different reality television show so that can see the duo.
Yes.
And hear our conversations, watch us cry. Because that's entertaining to people.
Okay, then we would be great. We would be so entertaining. So great.
Yes.
But also, what was I going to say? I also really, so, like, Bretman Rock has a reality TV show with MTV.
Yes, and you watch it?
I only watched, I think, the first 2 episodes. And I really love that. It kind of gave me, like, you know, like, keeping up with the Kardashians vibe, you know, just follow him around his life and stuff. But I feel like in Hawaii, the big island where we're from, it would be hard to do a show like that because it's a small town. It says big island, but it's actually small town. Everyone knows everyone's business. And I feel like if we did a reality TV show about our life here and we just talked about the actual dramas we have and like in our friend groups, like how these rich and famous people do, it wouldn't be as well received, or just because I feel like the community would be like, what the frick, you know, or it's like, because we really know those people and like it's just such a small town, it doesn't work as well as like if you're in LA or New York or Miami or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yes and no, because I think that it could definitely go one of two ways in the sense of how you're talking about, or it could just be really, really successful. I don't think it would be middle of the line. Like, I think that
one or the other.
Yeah, and it just depends on what kind of content it was.
Right.
Like, it could be like Bretman Walk just following us around, or it could be something along the lines of us like trying to do something, like having a mission. Like, one of the people that is on reality television, he basically made like a similar version of the Hype House.
Oh, okay.
But it's mostly like he just had a bunch of these challenge veterans come into one house, and during the pandemic, they just worked on doing community service projects.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah, and I was like, that's so lit. And you get to like hear the behind the scenes of it and like the planning processes. So something like that I feel like would go great.
Right.
But probably not us being like, oh my god, this bitch.
Right. Or like, this isn't going so well because this is the events that happened due to this person that we don't like.
Yeah, it would have to have a larger message that supports the diversity.
Okay. I know what you mean.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
But so then there's this reality TV show. It's in Japan and it's called Terrace House.
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it.
It's
on Netflix, yeah?
Yes. They have 3 women, 3 men, 1 house. Will they find love?
Like Jersey Shore, but classy. Because
they're Japanese.
The same format.
Yeah. I didn't see anyone sleep with each other because in Japanese culture, it's just so chill and everything.
Side note, I love Jersey Shore.
Yes. Oh, Jersey Shore.
We don't love Jersey.
Pause. Okay, we had a little accident, but it's all good now. So we were kind of talking about Terrace House and Jersey Shore. Love both. But Terrace House I thought was interesting because they had not an incident. It was really bad, actually. So one of the girls actually committed suicide. And
while on the show?
I guess right after the show ended or something. I didn't look too far into it, but what had happened was, this is also how I really found out that reality TV is not just following you around. It's like low-key scripted, was because they told the girl, like, okay, you and the guy are going to get into an argument, so you guys have to hate each other. But the girl's like, but this is like one of my best friends that I've actually made on the show. I kind of don't want to do this. They're like, no, yeah, you guys are going to fight, and we want you to punch him and stuff, and like it get really heated and stuff. And she was like, I'm not going to do that. I'll just like flip off his hat or something. So they had the fight on the show. And she was kind of really unhappy because like she didn't want to be portrayed that way or whatever. But because of that, all the fans started hating on her and just absolutely like tearing her character to shreds and everything. So she just couldn't take it anymore and unfortunately like committed suicide. And I was like, that is so crazy that, I don't know, definitely not just a con, but just it's like the toxicness of haters or
cancel
culture, or how crazy people can be towards people that they don't even know and are portrayed a certain way that might not even truly reflect how they are.
Absolutely. Death threats. Suicide. Encouragement. Yeah, all of that is just like crazy.
Yeah.
And people are human.
Yeah.
I really don't understand how another human could just write such nasty ass remarks. It's nuts. It happens though. Happens a lot.
Yeah. So I just I ever hope if we ever are on a reality TV show, it's not the kind where they pressure such conflict, I guess, where to the point where we're like uncomfortable and then stuff like that. Because I understand that like drama and conflict will happen on shows, but I feel like it shouldn't be super forced and everything like that. But I mean, I guess that's also just kind of on the producers and everything in the show itself.
Yeah, because obviously you want your show to be successful. In order for it to be successful, people have to be invested. Yeah. And what do people love?
The tea.
The drama, the conflicts.
Yes. No one wants a show where it's just chill the whole way through. Like, they're just like, okay, that's boring. I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's not captivating.
Yeah. So what's the farthest you would go to bind into the production? of a show.
See, that's the thing. I feel like I don't know really what I would say, because even in real life, I say I wouldn't do things, and then later on in life, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in this situation. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I guess I'm down. So I guess I just wouldn't do anything that would like deeply contradict my morals.
Word.
I guess like if I'm gonna like fight with someone or like have conflict that way, it's whatever. But I think if people ask me to do something that to me was like literally morally extremely wrong to me, because everyone's morals are different, fam. Like what someone thinks is bad is gonna be fine to others and vice versa. But anyways, I'm trying to think of a specific example. But what about you?
I think that I asked the question. Can I answer?
We can just marinate for a minute.
Marinate, maybe. But I would like to think that I would not change who I am because of a reality television. But at the same time, that's kind of a contradictory statement, because that experience will affect who you are as a person. Yes. And you, in a sense, are becoming that character. You're stepping into it. You're method acting, if you will. Yes. I think if we wanted to do something like that and not get the shit for it personally, we need to go into like WWE or some shit, because everybody knows that those are just characters and it's scripted, but people think it's real because it kind of is, but it's not. Like,
yeah. You know what I mean? The Bella twins.
Yeah, but like, we have to do something like that, where the stakes aren't as high, where it's like Zoe on Big Brother is not Zoioioioi.
Oh, okay. I see. Yes. Because, I mean, I feel like a lot of shows are actually pretty chill. Like, even if, like, on The Bachelor, I'm like, yeah, put me as one of 50 girls that's trying to win love and shit. Like, okay. Because I feel like I am a girl that is looking for love.
But could you handle him flirting, sleeping with 50 other girls?
That's the thing. I feel like I would just try to make it to top 10. Or like I think about sometimes, like, what if I was on The Bachelor multiple times, and it's because every time I get halfway, I'm like, this guy's not worth it. And then I'm like, can I leave? That'd be fine. I'd be that girl. But anyways, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think about shows where it was like, that was weird, or that was like, if I was in that position, I would not have done that kind of vibes. But I don't know. I can't think of like a specific example.
Okay, let's try to put it into terms. Let's say we're on reality television. Obviously, we're best friends. The producers want us to get into a really, really big fight that could potentially ruin our friendship forever.
Like for real, low key.
Yeah, to make a good like season finale and get picked up for a second season.
Right.
And in order to do that, you'd need to like kiss Dalen or some shit.
I was gonna say, like, if we were on like just a regular reality TV show and they were like, okay, Mary, so Zoe's Chloe and you're gonna be Jordan Woods, like, would you do it for the views, for the show? But like, but also like, it's different, like, if you know about it versus if you don't know about it.
Also true. If we were gonna get picked up for another season and I knew that it was fine and Dalen consented, well, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. And Dalen consented, hell yeah, let's produce the shit out of this fight.
Right. But then, like, if like they took you on the side and they're like, okay, so Mary doesn't know, but we think if you did this to elicit such a reaction from her or something, would you be down? You know what I mean?
I think if it was just like, you're going to drink from her boba without asking.
That's not feisty.
Yeah, no, I don't think, I wouldn't be able to, or I would be that sneaky bitch. I would text and be like, so let me just tell you what production told me. I'm not supposed to tell you, so just play along. Yeah,
let's just see this is going to be what happens. Like, I don't actually want you to get hurt, so da-da-da-da or something.
Yeah, because I mean, we're friends. And if you are a girl, maybe a guy too, if you are a girl and you're listening, you know that if somebody tells you something and they say not to tell anybody else, yes, you shouldn't. You should keep that
to yourself.
Trust. Yeah. Unless it's your best friend.
Period.
Then it doesn't count.
Especially like if it's gonna like put them not in harm's way, but it's gonna be like a negative effect on your friendship and things.
Exactly.
Like, it's different than going, oh my god, we're gonna have a surprise party, versus, oh my god, what if we make her actual literal nightmare come true to see her reaction?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain things, like, you really do have to use your judgment, and that's what I think. That's why I think maybe some friendships aren't meant to be. Yeah. Because they don't know how to use their judgment.
Right. Or communicate with each other. Like, because I hate when some people on shows are like, oh yeah, if you do it, I'll be fine. And then later on they do it and they're really not fine, you know, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, well, if you just had told them how you really felt, fam, you could have like Yes. I don't know. I think we would be great on a show if we didn't have to have conflict with each other. We would have conflict with other people.
They would get those really good confessionals. It must just be
yes. So this is how we feel. Or like, no. Like, we're like in a room full of like other girls and like you and me are sitting across the room and when one girl speaks, it pans to my face looking at your face and stuff.
Yes,
like,
and then they play like the and the shade sound.
And then it comes to our confessionals and we're like, yeah, we don't like her. Like, I can't believe she said that or da-da-da-da. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think that we would be so exposed if we were on a reality television show like that because I don't know if maybe people do notice, but our faces, I feel like, tell a lot, especially if our faces make eye contact.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes, so we would just be exposed.
We could never go to a party again or something.
We would be nude and naked. Like, people would know.
Way too much. They'd be like, so you guys gonna go to a room and talk about da-da-da-da-da? And I'd be like, yes. We should have done the show, but you're welcome, whatever. Obtain that bag. Okay, so ideal world, we would just be on what reality TV show? We can only be on one reality TV show. What would you be on? I feel like you've said it multiple times. But
like we, me, or we, us?
Oh, okay, let's do you by yourself. What reality TV show would you want to be on? And then us as a duo. What reality TV show should we be on?
Word. I would absolutely love to be on The Challenge because it takes physical and mental game.
Love that.
But in order to be on The Challenge, you have to be on a previous reality television show. So, yeah, you gotta be really, really famous first.
Okay. So podcast, let's pop off so that The Challenge, Big Brother.
The Challenge.
The Challenge reaches out to us and is like, we need this duo on the show.
Absolutely. And you?
Wait. So you said that's for us as a duo.
Oh, no, that was for me.
That was for you.
Us as a duo, because I feel like there's not that many reality television shows that you can go on as a duo. So mine just went to Amazing Race.
Oh, okay.
The world and take so many pictures.
It's so cute. While being on a show, being paid to do it.
And get $1 million if we win.
Period. Okay. As a duo. Okay, wait, no, by myself, I low-key would be down to be on The Bachelor. Like, yes, I'm, like, very jealous, but also, that would be great, because I would just be like, I can't believe he did that with Jennifer, like, da-da-da-da. You know, I just think that would be funny.
I definitely think you'd make it far, because you have a very, like, big, bright, bubbly personality. I haven't watched much of The Bachelor, but most of the time, they just seem like angry and really overly emotional.
Ooh, word.
So you would command the room, and that would keep you there.
Also, I would just try to be like nice with the girls so that it's not like obviously we're all here for one man, but like we can just have fun too.
Take the man out.
Actually, I lied. I wouldn't be on The Bachelor. I would be on one of those like trying to find love shows where there's like a bunch of girls and guys on it or something, and you try to match up.
Like the one where you can't have sex.
Yeah. I would do great because I'd be like, yeah, whatever, fine. We don't need to have sex, but like, oh, let's pretend that like, oh wow, I guess we need to have sex. But like, I think that would be so fun to just be stuck on an island with strangers and like trying to find love, but like you're honestly just on an island with strangers and you're paid to be there.
Yeah.
Or even the one where it was like Love is Blind.
Oh yes, we're the pods.
In the pods. And you just are just trying to have great conversation with people to find your soulmate. Mm-hmm. That actually really sounds fun. But then I feel like I would low-key be shallow if like
they weren't hot.
I just was not physically attracted at all. And I'm like, oh gosh, like yes, personality conversation, but like I'm just literally not physically attracted to you, which means no offense, but I just would not be sexually attracted to you.
I guess so, but the chances are low because let's be real, Hollywood's still phony and they only hire hot people.
Kind of, yeah. Like all of the men on the show, I was like, they're not ugly. Like I think I would have been down for like all of you. Mm-hmm. Word. Mm-hmm. So yeah, us as a duo. They should just make shows for us, but yeah. Okay, wait, did you ever watch a show where like they had to lose weight? Biggest Loser. Obviously, we're not big enough to be on that show, but like like, we wouldn't have dramatic weight losses. But I thought, oh my gosh, we would have been so good on that show because we would just be empowering each other to do it. And then it would be, like, really great. But then there would be those days where it's like, I can't do it. It's so hard. But then we'd, like, bring each other up. Yes. And we just, like, push through and, like, lose the weight and just become baddies because we already are baddies. And, like, you know. We're low-key going through that process, actually, just, like, on a chiller pace. Yeah. But, like, that would have been really fun.
I think it'd be cool if we had our own reality television show and we just went around and, like, helped friendships communicate.
I love that. Oh, okay. So, like, if we could create our own reality TV show.
I guess that kind of just goes right into that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I definitely know for a fact that we are very similar, but very, very different. Yes. But we still know how to communicate. We still know how to express ourselves and still feel heard. Yes. And I see that's a problem with a lot of people, actually.
And a lot of friendships.
Yeah. So, you know, we just go to those towns, we fix those fragile relationships or convince them to part ways. Ooh. And everyone's happier for it.
You know what'd be cute? Or also, what if we, like, our whole shtick was surprising long-distance friends? Oh, like, every episode, we find 2 long-distance friends, and one reaches out, and we reunite them for, like, 24 hours, and, like, we just plan, like, a whole, like, friendship day for them. And, like, every time they reunite, you and me just sit down and cry. Because, like, I feel like we would every single episode. Like, this girl is in Hawaii, and then this girl is in New York, and they haven't seen each other for a year, and da-da-da, so we're going to reunite them so that they can hang out, and, you know, because they're best friends, and just, like, that's an episode. Oh, that would be cute.
Patent and pending, because if a producer is listening, I swear to God, next pilot season, I see this on television.
I'm going to fight. We're going to fight. We posted this. We're doing it, you know, time, state, date. Like, yes, period. Yes. Oh, okay. But if I can make my own reality TV show, I would like to go to different towns and meet different people and just make friends with everyone. I think that would just be so fun. It sounds really weird. But I realized, so whenever people are like, okay, so what do you want to do? I'm like, okay, so I think now I just want to be friends with everyone, which is weird. I think that sounds weird, but, like, I think it would be really fun if I popped off and became an influencer. Because, like, what I want to do is just, like, have meet and greets and literally just talk to, like, hundreds of people, and then just we can all empower and be positive for each other and have a really great community. But also I just want to meet, like, tons of people and, like, be like, we're friends.
Word.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. You should start a vlog.
Thank you. If you created your own reality TV show about whatever, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think if I had the power to fully create my own reality TV show, I wouldn't be on it. I would be the head honcho,
like the producer, CEO. Creative director.
Like, when I was younger, I really wanted to be on a show like this, but it didn't exist. But I would want to create a television show that put a bunch of high schoolers together. Okay. And they had to fight for scholarship.
Oh my God. Like, you freaking make this show.
Like, they would test their leadership skills, their communication skills, their community service skills, their planning skills, all of
essay writing skills.
I mean, basically, I don't know how, I don't really know how it would work. Right. Because I do love the shows where they live all in the same house. But I don't know.
Because that creates tension too, as well as, like, tea.
Yes. Or maybe I'd be the host. Yeah. You know, I'm not competing, but just be like,
hello.
So I heard you did this last night. Do you think that is a great way to represent yourself?
Ooh, she said. Okay.
Yeah, or something like that. Uh-huh. Where it would hopefully, like, make a good positive impact before it's too late. Because oftentimes when we watch reality television show, people say they need this, and because something happened, like, they had a really traumatic experience. Right. And I feel like at that point it's too late. I mean, it makes for a great story, but, you know, I want to give money to somebody
who's going, like, doesn't need it yet, but will need to.
Yeah.
Versus, like, sense? I need it now. Yeah.
Because it's even sadder when they don't win. It's like, what do you do? What do you go home to?
True. That is so, I think that's actually really fascinating, and I would hella watch.
Thanks.
It's just hard with high schoolers, because then you would hella need parental consent.
Yeah, or I guess you'd have to do it with, like, graduate students. or like
Ooh,
like college students wanting to go to grad school.
No, but I think the high school aspect is so funny because, but also like high schoolers these days, I mean, they're doing their TikToks and Instagrams and everything, so it would be a thing. Yeah, wow, I'm really in it for that.
We should just start our own production company.
Ooh, what would our name be? We gotta workshop that.
We gotta workshop it. Next episode I'm on, we're gonna have it.
Alrighty. I'm excited. Okay, well, I think that's a good end for the episode.
Same.
Yes. Alrighty. Well, thank you very much, 20, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you guys enjoyed hearing us, like, basically just gush about reality TV. Would love to hear your thoughts and opinions about different reality TV shows, what you like and dislike, and what would your idea for a reality TV show be? Because I think people are constantly thinking of reality TV show ideas, and they're so interesting. Yes. Alrighty. So I hope you guys have a great day and you listen to the next episode. Bye.
Ta.
Hi there. That was an episode of Marysaystosmile. Please like, share, review, and subscribe. Basically, however you're listening to this podcast. Also, I've made an email for you guys to send questions or topics that you would like for me to discuss/talk about. It's going to be himarysaystosmile@gmail.com. One more time, himarysaystosmile@gmail.com. Anyways, I hope you have the most amazing day. Bye!